Everybody mic up, everybody mic up. Everybody mic up, everybody hit the button. We are live on YouTube, and I'm taking this one extremely personal. I just want you guys to be notified. Had a great weekend. I had a great weekend. I had a great week. How about that? Wake that up, Broadway. On my phone heavy, watching everything. So you know when Broadway start watching everything and taking note to what's happening outside, he got something to talk about. Yeah, let's clear the field. Mike. Welcome back to another episode of Live on Broadway Podcast. Y'all know the room, y'all know the body, y'all know my vibe. Y'all know what's happening around these parts. Welcome back to another episode of Live on Broadway Podcast, where the situations matter more than the relationships. Perspectives will be respected by everybody. And if this is your first time tapping in, don't be easily threatened or angered because much like you, every giant here first started off as a perfect stranger. We ask everybody get acclimated to what we doing on YouTube, Broadway the Giant, or Live on Broadway Podcast. Tap in with us with what we doing on Instagram, Live on Broadway Podcast, Facebook, Clubhouse. Y'all know the vibe, y'all know the body, Live on Broadway Podcast. Oh man. My guy Collector starting off early. He said, I ain't gonna wait for the pod. Appreciate the badges, beloved. Appreciate the badges. Everybody hit the button. I'm bringing y'all up right now. Hit the button. I'm bringing y'all up right now. We got some things to discuss. We got some things going on, but per usual, I got to check the temperature and energy in the room. I see Big Terica in the room on YouTube. Shout out to you, Queen. Pooh! Click! Pimpin' distressed. Damn, nigga coughing crazy on the microphone. Hello? Man, we got so much to discuss. We got some things to go on. I see some new things going on YouTube, on Instagram. What's this new little badge thing they got going on? We got some things to talk about. Shout out to Terica. Y'all know the vibe. Please support and show your social currency by scrolling to the top and hitting that like button on YouTube, or if you're on Clubhouse, hit that link and hit that like button. Show your social currency. Also, drop a badge, $2, $5, $10. I appreciate you, Terica. You know the vibes. I see you, girl. We got a lot to talk about tonight, so let's have at it. Let's start with you, Allison. How was your weekend, Queen? And what made it special?
Hey y'all. My weekend was it was good. I worked. So I was at the Apollo on Friday evening. My cousin was performing. So I'm very happy about that. I saw some family members that I hadn't seen in a while. That I worked on Saturday. And I spent the day yesterday relaxing, kind of, and then working, kind of. It was kind of like a day in bed. So now we're here on Monday, my favorite day of the week. You know what it is.
I love it. Oh man, yeah. That R&R is always important, Allison. To make sure you get a part of it. That's always dope because we need to reset sometime. Reset, relax, relate, release. What up though, beloved collectors? What's all this new stuff, yo? I definitely need to fix some things and update some things because they tripping. They wild.
We always working. We playing for keeps. Went to 24. We working. I was tagging merch this weekend, so everything was great. I was tagging merch, working on the website, so y'all can go check it out. 2Cs.shop. We done did a lot of upgrades, a lot of new things, more easy for the customers and all that. Some benefits. So yeah, I was chilling this weekend, man. My journey was smooth.
I love it. and I'm certainly here for it. You know, we had a few things going on our side, but wherever I was at, you know, I was 2C's on everything. You know what I mean? I had my Kings hat. Love it. You know, that what you call I always forget the chuck. What you call that? The checker box.
The lumberjack.
The lumberjack is fire. Go crazy with the shadow boards. Go crazy. I love my guys' merch. Make sure you guys tap in 2Cs.com. My guy.
2Cs.shop.
2Cs.shop. Apologies.
Yep.
Apologies.
2Cs.shop. And they right there.
Yeah. And make sure you follow them on Instagram. The collectors _. On Instagram. Make sure you guys tap in, you know, support black business, support small business, you know what I mean? Because get it while it's hot, because they ain't gonna be small for too long. Support black business, just period. In 2024, we need to take away small in front of business. Okay, let's start there, right? If you got a business, you just got a business. Let's take away the small from in front of the business, because my business, your business, everybody else thing, IBM, Fortune 500, yeah, it's on that side. You know what I mean? We got some things to discuss. One of the things is, you know, it's so interesting because I actually want to take a moment because I had a real fruitful weekend, but more importantly, I had a chance to hone in on some things, and one of those things was actually realizing, you know, outside of it being hip hop's 50th year anniversary, you know, I want to start with what has hip hop done for you, and I'm gonna lead off with that answer because hip hop has definitely saved my life. You know what I mean? I'm not sure what I would be doing without it, but I can't talk about what I would be doing because I'm focusing on what I am doing. And I know having a musical background myself, you know, and it taught me a lot, right? Because for me as an individual, it taught me how to, you know, entertain. You know, and there's nothing, absolutely nothing that's wasteless or not purposeful, you know. So for me, I actually learned how to do podcasting by way of simply doing music. You know, I'm an entertainer. You know what I'm saying? So being an entertainer, you learn quickly that podcast, entertaining, standing in front of the camera, you know, sometimes I get on here and I just start dumbing out and there will be no excuse of there will be no difference tonight. But we're gonna have a good time. I just wanna, you know, pay my homage to hip hop and what it's done for my life and countless others in the space of music, entertainment, so forth and so on. A lot of us have used it as stepping stones to get to where we need to be, right? It's like a universal language, this thing called music of ours. Collectors, talk to me.
If it wasn't for hip hop, Collector's Choice wouldn't exist, because how I got into the fashion actually was I used to do music. And when I did music, my parents had came to me, they knew what I was doing and stuff like that. And they, you know, gave me some knowledge and stuff like that of what they know about the business, and they had gave me a book. My pops had gave me a book, and the book was explaining to me things like management, things like royalties, things like where artists get their money from on tour, and things like merchandise. And merchandise was major. You know what I'm saying? Because if you sign a record deal, that's why it's called a record deal, because you're signing to be a recording artist, which means you're signing your recordings over to somebody. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're signing your recordings over to somebody, what could you get the money off of?
Right.
Then you have things like merch. You have things like touring. So I got educated through that book. So I'm like, yo, when we was doing the music, it was a whole bunch of us. It was my brothers, my cousins, about 7 of us. Whereas my mother was like a baby Wu-Tang. Ready. Words my mother. And the name of the whole camp that we was moving with, we got influenced through Nas and AZ. Nas dropped the album. He had a song. And AZ was like, you remember? And he said, Peace King. You remember that song, Flyest Niggas?
Flyest
and
Niggas,
you remember that intro?
Yep.
That's where I got the idea for that hat Black Kings that you were just speaking about.
Love
from
it.
that song. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, all right. Then that influenced it, and we started running with that name, and we called the camp the Black Kings. So I'm like, all right, we got a music thing, we got to have merch, so that if we get a record deal and we blow up, now we own our merch, we sell our merch too. And the name was like, yo, we the Black Kings. So that would be on shirts, that would be on hats. Now, wrote it down, whatever the case may be. My dreams move on, and I go into the fashion thing. So as I go into the fashion thing, what happens? I have that list of names and things that I would have used for the merch on the music, like the struggle, or a lot of shit comes from then. You know what I'm saying? It's new to the world, but this brain developed that shit. My Black King's been around since I was out of town. I probably came up with that idea like, we had that name in like 05, 04, 03. We was doing music under that name. Like, we got records, like real talk. I could pull them up and all that. So if it wasn't for the music, long story short, I wouldn't be doing the fashion because I knew music didn't make money. You had to make money off of owning up shit if you didn't own your actual record deal. So we had the merch, and once I left the music alone, I went into the fashion, plain and simple.
I love that. I love that. I love that. Because what we end up and quickly find out is that there's no everything matters. You know what I mean? What you couldn't have been doing what you're doing now if you wasn't able to do what you did then. You know what I mean? So shout out, and shout out. Allison, talk to me, Queen. Hip hop, how did it save your life?
Music saved my life. Definitely hip hop. And R&B, but music as a whole definitely has a part of me. I come from a background where my family, they sing, they dance, they're multi-talented. But what I will say as far as hip hop, I'm a writer. I'm 7 times published. For those that don't know, and I took
No. Don't scam over that. Because we celebrating this. We celebrating ourselves walking into the new year. You know what I'm talking about? We are celebrating ourselves. How many times you author? How many times you did that thing?
7.
All right, wake that up. Continue on. Your chariot awaits.
Thank you. And what I did was I took a song. Funny enough, it was Ashanti, "The Way That I Love You," and I just kept playing it over and over and over. And I wrote my very first book, and it basically was a soundtrack to how I felt, and it really helped me and healed me in the process. So I really thank hip hop and music as a whole for saving my life, because that was a deep, deep hole that I went into.
Yeah.
And I was able to put my grief and my sadness and spark some creativity, and I made money in the process. So there you go.
Round of applause for excellence. Round of applause for excellence. Now, every now and again, I start scrolling and looking at stuff on social media, and I don't know what it is about SEXXY Red, but I'm sold. I'm sold. Any videos she drops, anything she does, I overall am intrigued by it. Do I like it all? No, but I'm certainly intrigued by it. You know what I mean? But so SEXXY Red has something that she does, and I love it for the reason of she's just innate. She has an innate ability to just be herself, unadulterated. You know what I mean? And I think that there's a special place in this creative space for people to just be themselves. Often with music, it don't always happen that way. Where people have the ability to just be themselves, right? Back with Sugar Hill Gang and Nas, AZ, they both was rhyming about and rapping about the same things and topics, but they had their own creative way of doing it. So when I see SEXXY Red and her content pop up, I get excited about it. You know what I mean? So I want to start, I want to get into, how do you guys feel about SEXXY Red? Allison, on you. SEXXY Red, yo.
I can do without her. I'm
You,
okay without her. That's okay. First of all, red is not my favorite color. It's okay. You know, I'm a blue person. Hello,
hello?
but I mean, it's catchy. You know, it's a gimmick. She's a part of, I guess, the Furious Five is what I call them. The Ice Spice, the Glorilla, the Coil Rays. She's a part of that little group right there that has really made a significant impact. And listen, like I just said, about music, how it's so impactful. So right now she's trending, and shouts to her for getting it and getting got because she's pregnant now. But hey, Ski, what's up?
I know that's right. I know that's right. Collectors, tap in one time. SEXXY Red, how you feel about her?
I don't know too much about her to really judge her, and I don't listen to too much of her music. But I ain't crazy about her lip gloss line that's named after STDs and all that crazy stuff. She got a lip. I know she got a lip gloss line that's named like it's crazy stuff. I do know that part, and from what I did hear and what I do see from her, I wouldn't like rather my young daughter to listen to her music, but my young daughter knows her music because recently, it was playing in the spot, and all the little kids they know it because it's on radio, it's on TV.
Yeah.
But I don't think I know too much about her to really like kind of judge her because she didn't draw me in because that's like I don't think that's my type of party. I don't think the music is my type of party. The way she dresses, like the representation of herself is just not really like my giddy up really. The music don't drive me crazy, which is the main point. Also, like I heard the music, but it don't drive me nuts. Like I'm not a super fan of Cardi or I'm not a super fan of Nicki. I'm more of a Remy fan. But I will say that Cardi and Nicki have superb music.
Yeah.
I can't say that about SEXXY, even though I'm not like I've heard her music enough to see if I like it or not. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the interesting thing to that is, more often than not, what ends up happening, for me at least, right? For me at least, there's a great segue is, I think that, and I'm often confused by the confusion that women have to the thing that I'm about to say, which is I thoroughly enjoy SEXXY Red's music, right? I thoroughly enjoy it. Because like I said, I like that she has the ability of knowing how to be who she is and not trying to please everyone. It's not for everyone. However, I can like something and compartmentalize and not be attracted to something. You get what I mean? I think that she may have a beautiful spirit and certain things, but physically, I'm not exactly attracted to SEXXY Red. And I think that, sometimes women say things in regards of, oh, you like a woman. I see you on Instagram and you double tapping certain things, right? Or you see certain things and you like certain things, but my plight is and has always been just because I may double tap or like something, or not even double tap, doesn't mean that I'm attracted to the thing. I might say, yo, collector, I like that black do-rag fire for you. Don't mean I'm gonna wear black do-rag. You understand what I'm saying? And I think sometimes, and I want to open up the platform and get the energy going in the comments, because sometimes, let's start with sometimes you just because you like something doesn't mean that you're attracted to it. Hello, I don't know who I'm speaking to. But we're going to wake it up tonight. And I think sometimes, ladies, you guys think just because a dude might like a chick with a fatty that he wants to be with her. Don't mean he wants to be with her. It just means he might like it, but he don't want to be attracted to it. He don't want to be in a relationship with it. He don't want you to go get a fatty, right? What up, Luna? He don't want you to go do certain things because that probably wouldn't look good on you, but it looks good over there. I don't understand how that can be confusing sometimes. DWI, tap in with me. Have you ever liked something but wasn't attracted to it?
Oh, all the time. That's regular DWI shit. I mean, I always use the analogy of like similar, like I said, what you just said about the do rag, but it could be sneakers, it could be a car, it could be jewelry, it could be whatever, and you could like it, you could be attracted, like you could be like, oh, that's cool, I like that, but am I gonna go now and run to the store and go buy it because I seen it? No. So the same thing like with women, like we be a fool. Like women see guys with nice chests or whatever, and they like it. Sometimes they even touch it. Oh, can I touch? You know what I mean? They be at the beach, but that don't mean that they want to go and jump his bones. Like they just think that it's nice. So I think we should be granted the same thing when we like or whatever. I don't even like big booty chicks on Instagram, but they still come up on my feed. But I don't press the like button ever on purpose. So you'll never know what I'm frequenting, but they still shower me with gifts every day. Like I think it's just the industry. But anyway. Moving on. Hello, Luna. Hi. Speaking of, yes.
Merry Christmas.
And Happy New Year. And Kwanzaa. So Luna, quick question, right?
I'm here.
Just because, have you ever dealt with a situation where a dude might have liked something, and you thought that because he might be DMing you certain things, or you see him like certain things, or he pays certain women compliments, or whatever the case may be, does that weigh in on you, and you start questioning, well, if you're sending me this, if you're
Absolutely.
liking this, all right,
Absolutely.
please tell me why.
Only because, so this is almost like some Jedi mind trick shit, right? You telling me you don't like it, but the association, if we're talking about social media, just specifically in examples,
Sure.
You're telling me you don't like it, but you liked it. So if you don't like it, then you shouldn't like it. It may be there for you to see. One of the phrases that I love is, I like that for you, right? Because you get specific. You can say you like something, but you like it for somebody else. That doesn't mean that that's your cup of tea, but you like that for someone else. I'm the type of person that condones happiness. So if you're doing something that I don't like, but you like it, I can like that for you because that's your own stuff. But if I don't like it, I'm not going to say I like it and then turn right back around and say, oh yeah, but that's not for me. I like it, but that's not for me. Like, no, I don't like it. Like it's plain and simple. Trying to get your psyche to say anything. If you don't like it, just say that you don't like it. Trying to tell me you don't like it, then go right back around and say, but I like it. It's weird. Like now you're confusing me.
I'm gonna give that heavy pushback. Because just because I like something don't mean I'm attracted to it, right? Two things could be true. You can like something and not be attracted to it. Followed up by, I feel like that phrase, I like that for you, is hate. Hello? I feel like that's hate.
Why?
I'm gonna tell you. I feel like that's hate. I feel like when somebody says, I like that for you, why do you have to add the for you? Why you just can't say, I like that? Period.
Because it's not for me. Because I like that for you.
But hold on. I feel like these phrases come out and people just attach themselves to it and try to make it into something else. It's hate. It's like saying, oh, I like your little business.
Yeah, but you just demeaned it by saying little.
Hold on. I'm going to show you. My business, I might be a Fortune 500 company. Right? So to me, your business compared to mine might just be that, a little business. Right? It doesn't mean that there's no value in it. It just means compared to mine, it's a little business, right? But that's not how we take that when that's said. We take that as if it's a slight because it's not a little business and it's a big business, as I think we should take it, right? But the same thing is true with I like that for you. Why you just can't say you like it and let that be with a compliment stop? Because when you
that's the problem, Broadway. We have gotten to these places where we throw, like when you become a traveler and you literally are talking to spaces with people who don't know what these words mean. Like I can go to someone else who's from a different dialect, from a different country, it can be the same country, but just a different way of being and not culturally Black. And I could literally say, "Oh, I like your little coat," and they'll be like, "Thank you." But because I'm from this particular culture, if I say something like little, then automatically, from an assumption standpoint within our culture, we automatically associate it to hate. But that's our thing. That's not everybody's thing. Why can't we just let words be words? We have not done that. We have conditioned ourselves to make things such as the word little mean hate when that's something within our culture, but that doesn't, it's not an apply all, and it's very subjective. It's because somebody may not be thinking that at all. But then someone like yourself may be thinking of, oh, okay, they just hated on me. When that was not someone's intention at all.
Right.
So I think we've created these little nuances of words that we've associated with things to make ourselves feel either less than or greater than, and I think that's just ego.
I feel like you're making my point in regards to for you. Like I might take offense to that. So when saying I like that for you, and if your intentions is not to offend somebody, then why not just let the compliment stop there? I like that. Oh, those are some nice shoes. I can see a woman walking and say, oh, I'll be damned if I definitely wouldn't want my lady to wear those. But I like those shoes. Those are dope. Or, yo, I see something on social media. Oh, that's fire. I like that. Double tap it, right? But I don't particularly want to be next to it as in association with I'm attracted to it, right? Words have meaning, meanings give us understanding, and so forth and so on. So I think that
I get it now. Now I get what you're saying.
talk about it. You know what I mean?
I don't, because
No,
I'm still at like.
Hold on, D.
So,
I mean, hold on, Luna.
So Luna, well, it's for everybody that's listening on this podcast on this good night. So that would to make it make sense. The purpose of Instagram and Facebook, they have the like button. So somebody says something or posts a little meme or today's a great day because God says so. And then we all go down and we just like it. Do we go and actually live whatever that quote is? No, but we liked it because it resonated with us. So if you see somebody attractive or hear somebody say something that you like and you agree to it, there's levels to it. There's a, oh, I like it, or I'm gonna slide in your DM like it, or I'm gonna send you my number like it, or there's a on the surface that you just resonated with something that caught your eye. Boom, I like. Especially if you got style and likable things. Like Luna, you're very likable, so don't act like your likes and don't be blamming all day. Now that's not saying that all of those guys want to be with you or girls want to be with you. I don't know what, whatever floats your boat on whatever day of the week.
Right, but I've had so many compliments where someone says, I like that outfit, but I could never wear it, right? So in a sense, they're literally saying, I like that for you.
No, but
I like that for you.
But what they're also doing is furthering the compliment by saying, I could never wear that, meaning that they body probably won't fit well in it. They probably don't have the courage. So they're saying there's a subtext to it, but when we're liking things, there's no subtext to the like unless you're explaining. It don't say what are your reasons for liking the thing. It just says like.
Right, but when they say, again, it's the follow-up. When they say, I like that, but I could never wear that myself, then you're literally saying to me, I like this, but I like it for you because I could never wear it.
I don't think, and that's where it don't change on my side. I feel like that's where the compliment should stop. You like it. I don't need to know what's for you. I don't need to know that. I don't need to know what you have the courage to wear, what you don't have the courage or balls to wear. I don't need to know any of that. Do you like it? Yes. Carry on. I appreciate the compliment. Sometimes we do too much in trying to be so expressive and so emotional with the words so that I can let you understand a little bit better. I don't need to know all that. It's too colorful. Sometimes when I was in school, there was a such thing that's sometimes you'll write essays and it'll be classified as it was good, but it was too wordy. It was too wordy. You could have said the same thing with fewer words and got your point across the same way. The same exact way.
But that's all subjective, right? And then we're discounting human emotion. Like I cannot put a disclaimer. I cannot say you should say this instead of this, right? This is what you said to me. So now I have to decipher this based off of my human experience and go through a plethora of different meanings as to what this could mean, or I could just ask for clarity.
Did you ever hear the phrase "less is more"? That's exactly
Yeah,
that's exactly what it means. Less is more.
absolutely. But also on the flip side, less needs more. So sometimes I can come to you as less, but then someone needs qualifiers, someone needs more specifics, someone
And
needs clarity.
and I always say when that question arises, right? I always say, not everybody needs to know everything. If I love you, if I'm a friend of you, and if you're my cousin, my family, and we have a close-knit relationship, then maybe I can give you a little bit more context to what I'm saying. But we walk around a lot of times and just be giving out all this information to people not aware of how they may take it. So I think a lot of times less is more. If we give a little bit less, we may have to deal with if we give a little less, maybe we can simply receive a little bit more, right? Because I don't know. I'm just saying. I think sometimes, in regards to SEXXY Red, I like SEXXY Red music. I double tap a lot of her stuff, but it doesn't mean that I would want to be caught in not too much on SEXXY Red. I'm just not personally attracted to her, but I like her music. I like I like what she says, and more importantly than all that, no, let me walk that back. I don't like what she say. I don't like what she represents, but I'm saying this all the way wrong. I love that she is okay with being who she is in the face of adversity and people liking or disliking whoever she is and whatever she represents. I feel like what I see in SEXXY Red is a lot of us just need to find solitude and just being who we are. But what up, Preem? Preem would be trying to be like DWI, Allison trying to be like Luna, Collector's trying to be like you name it, AZ. You know what I mean? And there's a huge lack of originality when it comes to our culture. So I think that in our culture, we need to start. If black people say, I'm the black Warren Buffett. No, you're just black. And you're just doing and being amazing things. You don't have to be the thing that's associated with something that's familiar to everybody else. Just be yourself. And I think that we don't, a lot of times, us melanated peoples, we have a hard time finding solace in ourselves because we don't really know who and what we are. We don't. As individuals, I think a lot of times we are lost and confused and don't know who we are, or we do know who we are and we want to conceal that from the world. You know what I mean? And never allow us to ultimately get to our ultimate happy place. What up, Preem? But not too much on that. What I do want to talk about though is this MC LYTE song. Hello? Anybody heard this MC LYTE record? No? Nobody? I'm gonna play this MC LYTE. Let me see if I can play this MC LYTE record. Let me see if I could play this MC LYTE record. Let me see if I can find it and play it. And then I'm going to mute it on Instagram, on YouTube. I'm gonna mute it on YouTube. Everyone else should be able to hear it. Okay? And I'm going to play it, and I want to know how you guys feel about it. Live on Broadway podcast. Let's see if this thing actually works. Let's try this.
Is what are you too young for? I could have shown you things
fact, Clubhouse, you can't hear that, right? Clubhouse, you can't hear that. So I'm gonna
Nah, we can't hear. Is it the poor
Nah,
Georgie?
nah, it's not that. Check it out.
it's the joint when she talking about dating the underage boy. But then you got a lot of LL after.
Hold on. Listen.
Right.
Shape them, mold them. Hello? Allison, what year did this song come out in? 91?
Yes, sir. She was 21 years old.
She was 21. I'm very interested to hear how you guys feel about MC LYTE and her song Too Young for What? Mind you, it's 1991. Church mouse.
Yeah, nah. I mean, it was the era where people was just taking advantage of people. Like she was just doing what everybody was doing.
I don't need nothing else. That's all I needed.
I like it.
So,
I like it. It shows both sides of it now.
And there's a lot of music that's like that, right? Now, what I want to highlight, right, is that y'all know I'm well documented. When I like an artist, I like the artist. I don't care about their personal life. If you say something that's wild, that's crazy, I don't take much of it. It's artistry. You saying something, and then context matters. All of these things matter, so forth and so on, right? So me personally, Broadway the Giant, I hear that, and I'll be like, wow, that sounds crazy today. But back then in 91, or even some music that's came out since then, for me, it really doesn't, it's music. It's music. I don't take it too serious. Why? Because I believe in what Dr. Dre said on the back of the show, right? I believe on a Chronic, and what I think Dre said on the show album, right? It's entertainment. It's all entertainment. You saying things because you think it's gonna yield to a certain demo. But MC LYTE, on you guys, tap in.
Well, I mean, the only thing I can say is it's art, right? And art is always like music is art, and it's always left up to the interpretation. And it's left up to that person's interpretation of it. So for me personally, I thought it was trash because at the moment you mentioned a 17-year-old, it's underage. So, I'm piecing together. I'm not just listening to it is the lyrics as well, too. It's a dope beat. Like she's a dope MC, but I'm also listening to the lyrics, especially at this point in age, consciously of what she's saying. Even if it was back then for me, at the point in which she's at 17, I'm already understanding that my antennas are going off because this is illegal at this point. So now I'm listening a little deeper now because although it may be a tight rhyme, from an art standpoint, my interpretation just resonates different.
So can I ask a question? When these type of songs come out, the age ain't nothing but a number. There was like two versions of that, Aaliyah and Chia Ali. And then that type of song. Then the LL got a song where he's riding around picking up young girls after school. Like these songs got written, recorded, put out through a record company, and people listened to the albums before they got released. So what I'm saying is, what goes on in society where these things happening now? How many years later? 30 something years later, we talking about what happened in 90, what she said in 91, and all the other crazy stuff that happens in the world. Like, what happened that now people are just recognizing that she said that back then?
Honestly, D, I don't think it's a matter of people are just now recognizing it. I think it was pushed back then as well too. But it just goes to say how much power we give these record labels as well too. You know what I'm saying? Like it's we the people. We the people are allowing, certain things to happen, and they're infiltrating certain sectors of our minds. And if we continue to allow that and promote it, of course, they're going to continue to let it fly because it's going to sell, because we live in a capitalistic society. So, of course, if we the people are elevating it and allowing it, it's going to happen. But that goes back on us, not necessarily back on the labels, because they're just going to do what the people ask in regards to getting money. And that's just, for me, America in and of itself has lost a lot of morals and values in certain spaces, in my opinion, because we're allowing these industries to lead us because this is what the people want. And I'll yield there.
I just want to piggyback really quick on what Luna said. Hindsight is definitely 2020, and I feel like right now in 2023, there's a lot of self-awareness going on, and the saying goes, when you know better, you do better. So 32 years ago, they thought that it was okay. This was something that sold records. This was something that was not quote unquote a big deal because everyone quote unquote is doing it. But now you hear women that are actually coming forward and saying, hey, X, Y, and Z happened. Men coming forward and saying, I was traumatized by this. So now it's like, hold on, wait a minute. We're influenced by this music. We're influenced by this people. Society, which is us, allowed this to happen. So now we have to backtrack and say, hey, this is not right. This is not good. How can we possibly fix it? And you're not going to fix it in a New York minute. But by acknowledging the faults and acknowledging the issues, then it's baby steps in order to right the wrongs of the past.
So on top of that, I think time matters, but more importantly, I think what's now has always been, which is it's always been illegal to do a certain thing, right? It's just that people haven't been speaking about it. If people not speaking about it, then the public isn't in outrage, right? And uproar, right? But more importantly, to the point that you guys were speaking about in regards to labels, I think that if someone was speaking about the R word in their music and it wasn't accepted, then the record labels wouldn't have anything to push. They would stop it because they know what's attached to it. You ain't gonna be able to sell no records. But because the R word or underage dating wasn't a big thing, not the R word.
When hasn't I'm about to say, when hasn't it been a big thing? Yo, bro, Biggie got a song where he's talking about punching out somebody's mother and knocking her on the floor, and you ever heard that rhyme where Biggie did that? Right. So there is. I look at it like the weed situation right now. Now all of a sudden weed is legal and it's fine. You can just do whatever. Before they was locking dudes up for a long time. But some human, other man decided that, oh, you know what? It's cool now. We cool on that. So just like you could be in India and date a woman underage or whatever, and it's cool there. Those are same human beings, but they got different rules over there.
Right.
You could be in a different
state
in New York
City.
Yes.
I mean,
freedom of speech sells. Like, you do have freedom of speech. These people are just talking. They're not doing these things because that's where the entertainment part of it comes to. So you have the freedom of speech part, and then you have the entertainment part. Like, these people are just talking.
But how do you
it's
know?
like coded.
Wait. One mic on me. How do you know that until it actually happens? That is just talking.
Right.
Until they actually quit.
Right. But that's the thing. Because it's freedom of speech, it's just like movies. Movies give the same exact thing. It's entertainment. This is this is people showing freedom of speech, doing these things, putting them on the big main screen movies for you to watch from an interpretation standpoint, but they're not committing a crime.
So
you're saying
Freedom of speech got R. Kelly locked up.
Hold on. What up, Darius? I see you, and I definitely agree, Trey. One more tour. She said, all money-driven objectives. I certainly agree with that. Tap in with us, Allison. You was trying to get a word in.
What I was saying was that is I don't think that is entertainment. I think, and coming from a creative standpoint, and I've probably said it on plenty of pods, we tend to, as creators, put pieces of our lives into our work. Now, I do believe that very recently, R. Kelly was convicted of, whatever he did. I'm not going to mention it because of the things that he put into his lyrics. I do believe that they use that as examples, and this is why a lot of people need to be careful, especially on these platforms, with what they say because it can be used against you. You put your work, you put your experience, you put things that happen to you into your work, and it can be used against you. That's just how it works.
But some of these people aren't writing their own music either. You know what I'm saying? So it's such a plethora of different ways that these things connect because one person may write a verse, or then somebody may completely write a song for someone else completely. So it may not be their words at all. So some
Then Luna, it's the record company. We definitely have to hold them
right.
accountable.
Yeah,
Because
right.
putting it out there. But they sat around at the table. 1 second. I heard, on Instagram today, I heard them talk about the R word. I'm talking about in depth. They're going to hold her down. They're going to beat her. They're going to do this to that, do this to her. And it wasn't a Biggie song. It was another group. I didn't get the name. It was somebody it was like a TikTok. And she was listening to the words, and the words were going across the screen. And the woman was sitting on the bed, and she was just like, what's happening here? So I'm saying that to say that this is somebody that this is a group that actually released this song because it was out, and people sat around at the table, marketing and A&R and everybody, all the executives, and they allowed this shit to come out, knowing that this is basically you're detailing a crime. It was. I couldn't understand it.
Well, and that's where the drill movement comes in at, right? Because there's a lot of people talking about drilling and detailing the acts of violence and so forth and so on. But even the drill movement, right? I feel like didn't derive from us. That derived from Mexican music, right? Because in Mexican music, they've been doing that for a very long time. Right? And I'm not talking about the pop music. I'm talking about the underground circuit music, right? I remember long time ago, probably somewhere in the 90s, it had came out that there was people rapping and singing and doing things in their music, but they was actually detailing elements of the crime and how it happened. But to dumb it down and make it plain, a lot of times we have conversations and talk about things on this actual podcast that I didn't particularly come up with. Hello? Right? But I am the deliverer of the message, right? I'm the person that's going to add and sprinkle a little bit of seasoning, obey, you know what I mean, on it. So they say, yo, Broadway, you crazy. Why you feel like that? And woo, 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 woo. Right? Because I'm entertaining. I'm putting more sauce on it than necessary. Right? But I'm an entertainer. This is what I do. You get what I mean? So when I'm being colorful, you have people in real life. No bull. Yesterday, we had an event at Vanilla Skies. Matter of fact, make sure you guys tap in Vanilla Skies JayZ. Follow us on Instagram. But young lady was at this pop-up expo. Shout out to Money Lynn. And she had a table, and y'all know her disrespectfully drunk. I didn't know who she was. But she was there, right? So Lynn shouts us out and whatnot. And she comes up to me. She says, you're Broadway? I said, yeah, I'm Broadway. She says, I am Broadway? I said, yeah. She said, she gave me her head went a little sideways like this. Then she leaned back. And then she was like, I was in your rooms and you've been in a few of my rooms. And I said, and she said, disrespectfully drunk. I said, oh, I remember now. And I didn't put one and one together. My point aside saying that is sometimes we say things in the essence of being a creator or doing something to be extra on it. And people really take that to be exactly how you feel in your real life. I know who this person is, so forth and so on. But it's not a fact. Because like you said, Luna, somebody probably wrote that song. right? Allison comes up with a lot of topics for us to talk to. Allison isn't the one to be blamed for, right? She's a creator. She's doing what she's doing, right? We're doing what we're doing, right? So I think that context matters, one. Two, stop believing everything you hear. I think the people that believe everything that's going on in social media and on the comments and what's happening in music, sports, drugs, and entertainment, what they do is they don't have a life. So they read the comments and they believe and take Bible what's happening in those comments. That's why I said off mic, or maybe it was on mic, that we need to stop and stay away from those comments without coming up with our original idea first. Our original idea it should take precedence over what's in those comments. Stay out them comments. At least have your original idea on, all right, R. Kelly this, Bill Cosby that, JayZ this, Diddy that. Come up with your idea first and then go to the comments. I know people that just go to the comments without having an idea, and then they're regurgitating a lot of the points that's happening in the comments, and they're trying to display an essence of being articulate and smart. But I read the comments. I see the comments. I know exactly. Stereo B 1848 is the person that said that.
Yeah, but oftentimes, like when we're in these spaces where we're commenting on things, we don't know these people personally. So you're asking for my opinion. And then if I give you my opinion, solicited or not solicited, I'm giving it to you. Now you have something to say about the information that I just gave up, because it may or may not be something that resonates with you. So it's really like, at the end of the day, if you don't personally know people, it's a lot of energy to invest trying to track down what you think. Now that's a key word. What you think they may have thought as to why they made the decision that they made. It's really, really, to me, it's a disease, because it really has infected us to the point where if a chick come out and her lace front ain't right, I'm not about to sit up here and take time out of my life to figure out why she decided to wear this particular lace front that I don't like. She got it on, it's on her head. She wore it for whatever reasons that she wore it. Unless I can ask her directly why she wore that, I am guessing, I am assuming, and I am doing everything in my opinionated standpoint to give a statement as to why I do and or do not like what she got on. It's a lot involved in that. Way too much, in my opinion. But with this internet thing is thriving because we need to get an opinion out.
Shout out. Collectors, tap in with me one time. King, Silent Assassin. What's the word, beloved?
I see it from a couple of different angles. I think that it got great because of what we speak about a lot of time on this platform, which is women accountability. Because even on the internet, that didn't really just spread like that. I never knew about that Latifah lyric until it popped up on the internet, and I've been, I ain't
MC LYTE, MC LYTE.
Any demographic or anything, but part itself, MC LYTE. I'm not from her age demographic or anything, but I know MC LYTE music, so I never knew about that record. Now, what I will say is, as a person, she had a choice whether that was a written record for her or not, to record it and put it out. And then another side of it, that's somebody's story, and it might be somebody's truth. Just like earlier, people somebody was saying like, oh, well, these people are not doing it. And you had responded with, well, how do we know that? And the response is that because these people are not doing it, it's R. Kelly. He sang about it and did it flat out. So that might be somebody's truth. So I think the thing in stuff like that, when it's topics like that, serious, is more or less, let's find an answer to this and make sure that if that is taking place, it was consensual. You know what I'm saying? Because things like that, if they're not consensual, it's considered something else being taken place. And if a man talks about it, any man got a spicy record or something like that, I know the line from back then. I'm pretty sure MC LYTE ain't the only woman who made songs about dealing with younger men. I don't know none of that.
Yep.
Because it doesn't get, you know what I'm saying? It's not how men are judged for doing it.
and all, I give you the floor right back, collectors. On top of that, a lot of times artists remember when JayZ, and he's well documented to have said when he came out with the second album, Volume 1, he was trying to sell records like Diddy and Bad Boy, and he came out with Sunshine. He said, I came out with the record, and that wasn't who I was. I was trying to sell records, right? So sometimes you get artists that goes and follow the trend of what's happening because they want to sell records, right? People do and
Still
talk
was a
about
fire
things.
album.
Still was a fire album. People come out and they follow the trends. Going back to SEXXY Red, they don't be innately who they are. I rather die on a podium being exactly who I am than and live life free and happy than trying to be Luna and die miserable. Because I'm not. That's not who I am. I'm not Luna. You get not too much on Luna, but you get what I'm saying, right?
I was
Like
about to say, that's gonna be a happy ending, Jay, right now.
you know, but
Hello?
for you it would be, right? Not too much on the for you, but for me it would be tragic because that's not who I am. And much to say to any one of you guys trying to be Broadway. That's why we have this thing that we've heard so much. Be who you are, right? Be who you are, and let that resonate and speak volumes. Oppose the former. Collectors, any final thoughts on that piece, King?
No, that was it. I just see it from those all. I see it from a couple of different angles, and that's the angles I see it from.
Allison, are you by your mic, Queen? Because we need information, Queen.
Yes.
Oh man.
What can I do you for?
Oh my God. Allison, can you please help us make it all make sense? Jonathan Majors. Oh my God.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Jonathan Majors, let's talk about it. He recently, he recently, all right, just bring us from the back and bring us forward. Allison, please, one mic on you.
So what has happened is Jonathan Majors and his ex-girlfriend Grace Jabari, they were in a squabble, and police were called. And what was said was that she attempted to unalive herself. That is what they were called for. In more investigation, it was discovered that they had an argument, altercation, and I fractured her finger, bent her finger. There were scratches and so forth and so on. The story comes out that it was because she found text messages from another woman and she got very angry and upset. This kind of reminds me of the Chris Brown Rihanna situation, but I digress. So now is Jonathan Majors is currently dating Megan Good, who has been standing by his side and is his new partner in this thing. And a lot of people have been giving her backlash also because she left Devon Franklin and they broke up and got a divorce subsequently. I digress again. And so let's go to the fact that they had the court case and he has now been charged with assault and harassment, 2 counts each, and he's been fired from Marvel. So whatever y'all was waiting on, it ain't coming. Okay? Sorry.
Wow. Jonathan Majors, hot seat. So, to my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, situation happened. He was found guilty on assault, but he was found guilty on 2 charges or something. He was found guilty on 2
counts of assault and harassment. I'm not sure if it's 2 counts each or 1 count of harassment and 1 count of assault. But he might be serving some time. He honestly, the backlash and the situation has been is done more harm than good, obviously. the accusations. There was a lot of things that they held back. The prosecutors and the defense were trying to hide things and bring things out. She was hiding things. He was hiding things. So on both of their ends, legally and also them personally, I feel like they shot themselves in the foot because they were not very transparent with the situation, and a lot of things were coming out. I feel like if you want to be protected, you have to be honest with your lawyer, with your partner, so forth and so on. Like it's reality, is what it is. And now he has suffered from it because he has lost a lot of sponsorships, a lot of endorsements. He has lost a major, major role with Marvel. And I don't believe that he will be getting that back. It could work for him. It worked for Robert Downey Jr. He became Iron Man. But again, let's just say he's melanated. So, it might not work for him.
I also want to highlight. I also want to highlight the fact that Alec Baldwin, he shot somebody on set, right? Condolences to the victim of that tragic shooting. But it was alleged that, well, not even alleged, there was blanks in the gun. He was told that there was blanks in the gun. Whoever was the powers that be did not check the gun, right? So because they didn't check the gun, it was real ammo in it, and it ended up he ended up shooting and really killing somebody. And I think that case is not over yet. But my point inside bringing that up is to say that the melanin piece you gave, is he going to face any charges? We seen this before, right? At Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, right? So I guess my overall question is at what point do we separate the entertainment from the actual person and get out of people's relationships, so forth and so on? It's a lot. Do you guys think that Jonathan Majors was innocent, or is he guilty? Court of
So here's the
public.
thing.
Hold on. Court of public opinion. Public opinion. Tap in, Allie.
So here's the thing with that. A lot of times when when it comes to domestic violence, it is almost, even if the victim, whether male or female, when they retract their statements, in which Grace Jabari did do that to protect him, right? But again, there were text messages that were found, and it was very, very condemning and very, very suspicious. So what it looked like was she wanted to protect him, he wanted her to protect him, so forth and so on. But once you report this crime, it's out of it's out of your hands. If I say, hey, Broadway, blah blah blah, and we're together, we have an altercation, and I say, I'm gonna go to the police, or I'm gonna, and I happen to call the police, and they say, do you want to press charges? And I say no. I say no, but guess what? They're still going to come after you. And
Because
this is
you
why it is very, 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 very important to be clear in your decision, because it is not, it is almost like it is now the state against Broadway. It is not
Yeah.
Allison against Broadway. It is the state against Broadway, because now they want to investigate and they want to protect you and find out exactly what it is going on.
so that brings up an interesting question and topic that I want to talk to you guys about. And I'm gonna do my best to play this clip and see how you guys see how you guys actually respond to it, because when you're dating somebody, it's I think that the ultimate victory, or the ultimate, everybody that's dating somebody is either trying to make them their life partner or end up in a place of marriage, right? Marriage isn't for everyone, hence the reason why I say life partner. And I think that when people are together, things happen. And I would think that Megan or whomever, right? Not too much on that. If you're dating somebody, your ultimate goal is to be married, no? or life partner, right? Or find somebody so you don't have to die alone. So my question to you, Luna, is why do women want to get married, and why do men want to get married?
I am not going to generalize this for women. I can say for myself, particularly, I want to get married because I want to, number one, preserve legacy. I want to build with someone, and this life thing has proved to me that I can do this thing by myself. But it is definitely more efficient, more effective, and more. What's the word I'm looking for? It's more. From a heart space, like, and just from a materialistic standpoint at all as well too. It's better to do it with people. I cannot do anything alone. And so for me, it's that having someone there for me and with me that wants to build, wants to leave more, wants to put in more to this life than where we're actually getting out of. And whatever that's going to look like, whatever situations that may come, we'll deal with them accordingly. But that's why I personally want to get married, because I do want that commitment with someone that they can be just as committed in this life to do this life thing with me, as I to them, and to protect them, and they protect me as well too. We'll work out all that shit, work out all the things that needs to be worked out as they come. But for me personally, that's why I want to be married. Again, it's hard for me to speak for all women because I just can't. And I think that's the problem, is that we're looking for this reason to be married to be some overall arching thing that's supposed to unite everybody all in one accord, when the truth is everybody gets married for different reasons. Everyone gets into a relationship with people for different reasons. So that's my reason. That's what I stand by. And hopefully I can find somebody that aligns and we rock this thing out. If not, then I'm definitely okay with doing it the way that I need to personally for myself until I'm no longer here. And that's just that's just how I'll rock it out.
Boom, y'all know the. You now listening to Live on Broadway podcast. Collectors, one mic on you, beloved. Same question. Why do you think women in your regard, or men in your regard, want to be married?
I'm gonna go from a personal stand of view too, because I can't generalize that. For me personally, a lot of examples, like she said, it's more efficient and it's more easier doing anything with a team. After that, you tap into the emotional side of things. That you're gonna, most people, human beings, we operate better, live longer, happy, and all that with companionship. This is a fact. So I think that the people who want to join under that, or like you said, be lifetime partners with somebody, have those kind of things in mind, like building legacy, generational wealth, having not being lonely, and having a companion is a choice of life. I think marriage is a choice of life. Because you have people that are happily unmarried, and you have people that are happily single and might die alone. They don't have lifetime partners or whatever. So I think that is a choice of life.
Check this out. You now listening to Live on Broadway podcast.
First of all, do you believe women really want to get married? No, they want help. They don't want. They want help. Listen. They want help. Help with bills. Help with kids. Help with their in-house salon. Help with their mental. Help with focus. Help with direction. They want somebody to lead them and help them rather than fall in love with somebody. I want somebody to help me go somewhere better than where I'm at, and I don't give a fuck who that is. I'm not in love with you. I just need somebody to help me be better than where I'm at. First of all, do you believe women really want to get married? No, they want help. They don't want. They want help. Listen. They want help. Help with bills. Help with kids. Help with their in-house salon. help with
Real
their
quick,
help
real
with
quick.
focus, help with direction. They want somebody to lead them and help them rather than fall in love with somebody. I want somebody to help me go somewhere better than where I'm at, and I don't give a fuck who that is. I'm not in love with you. I just need somebody to help me be better than where I'm at. First of all,
Collectors, one mic on you real quick because it's about to get nervous. Collectors, one mic on. Oh, something pushed him off. He must have got a phone call. He must have gotten a phone call. Luna, I see your PTR. Listen, and I agree with what he's saying. Women want to get married. Jesus, Mary, Joseph. Allison, women want to get married because they need help. They need help. You guys have done a poor job at doing it by yourself. You tried to figure it out and you've come up shorthand. You guys have done a poor job at raising these single parent mother home. You guys are the 72% say that you guys leave the relationship before because you guys don't know what you guys need help. You guys need help. That's why y'all want to be married. Y'all want to be married because you need help. You need a helper. You need somebody that, because you guys don't control the space of which and being the last name and legacy, Luna. I call Cap. You don't control legacy. You take his name, not the other way around. Hello? You need help. If you need help, just say you need help, because everything you were saying, Luna, just still drives to the point of you need help. Y'all need help.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's discounting that we need help. Hell, you need help too. I don't understand.
No. What do I need help for? In most cases, kids that's raised in black men, families, households come out more successful.
Okay, so I guess the biggest question to you, Broadway, would be who enacted marriage?
Who enacted the hurt?
No. Who established that marriage should be? Men or women?
Marriage is for women, not for us.
No. Right. I understand that. But who put it in place that it's for women? Because honestly, like if it was just women saying that we want to be married, then we didn't even have the right to vote until 60 years ago.
Listen, men,
I'm just trying to figure out who initiated it.
Let's just be honest. Men want to fuck multiple bitches. Men want to conquer everything that they touch. They want to have multiple women. Monogamy is something that's brought to you in part by women. You guys, we do it and conform to what you guys want, but society says that marriage is for you guys. We don't benefit from marriage. In fact, I can show you several different occasions where we lose based off of being married.
Hold on, because I'm trying to figure out which contextual piece that you're getting at here, because honestly, the way that I know history to be, men actually came to the family for marriage because it was more so of an alliance thing. It was, I am here on my own as a man. I need to fortify an alliance. In order for me to form an alliance with someone, I have to then marry someone's daughter. That means this man is giving me a piece of what he feels like is his property in order to join us together with one another so we can create a bigger alliance with one another so other people won't mess with us.
No, you're wrong. So
okay,
what happened?
I'm listening.
What has happened in time is that women have needed, even back to, let's do a little history lesson, right? You like history. We all like a little bit of history, right? you are raised by your fathers, right? You're raised by your family, right? To a certain point back then, women were raised to be wives, right? They were raised to be wives so that that father can then pass on his daughter to another man so that he can assume the responsibility of taking care of that woman, right? We didn't need taken care of. You guys needed to taken care of. We needed to take care of you guys so that we can build our legacy, have kids, and so forth and so on, right? But it's never been. Hold on.
Without a woman,
I could show you.
That's weird.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You guys take our last name. We don't take y'all's. You know there's a reason for that, right? There's a reason. Hold on. There's a reason why we're called the groom. Hello? Because you guys are supposed to fall in sync and tune to what we say as men. You fall under our tutelage. You guys don't have the answers. You don't have the answers. You come to us, we lead you. We don't need you. We lead you. Hello? I'm kind of confused, Luna, as to the bottom line as to why.
I'm confused as to the fact that you said you don't need us, but you need us in order to create a legacy.
No,
I'm confused.
Y'all need us to lead y'all. We don't need y'all. We lead y'all. Hello? So marriage is in place for you guys, not for us. You guys need to be married. You guys ask for monogamy. You guys, not us. Instinctively, men want to conquer and have sex with. I can get my dick get hard I can fuck you. Then I another woman walk into the room. My dick get hard again. I can fuck her. Another woman walk into the room. My dick get harder. Then I can fuck her too. But I'm tired of fucking just you. My dick don't get hard for the same woman repeatedly. You ever notice that? A man's dick don't get hard the way that it's supposed to.
And it does not work.
Hold on. Because women, you guys, y'all for JayZ get wet because of emotional attachment, right? We don't care about none of that. We want to have sex with as many fat booty bitches, respectfully, as possible. We do. Men. You guys don't work that way. But we conform to society's norm, which is marriage, so forth and so on. Monogamy, so forth and so on, right? You guys have tricked us. Ha-ha! You guys have tricked us to figure out that monogamy and a house and a... Huh? Hello? You said something?
And that's the problem. Because here's the thing. Immediately, men think that women are deceptors. Like, literally.
You have manipulated us. You know what a Jezebel is? Hello? Do you know what a Jezebel is? I'm confused tonight. You know what a Jezebel spirit is? You know what Eve did? You know what Eve did to Adam? She tricked him. It's all been manipulated. It's documented that Eve tricked Adam. Hello?
It is one story. It is a story.
It's the original story. Hello? It is the original story. And it's been happening since the beginning of time. You guys have, God said, don't touch nothing you guys can have any and everything that you want, but do not eat the fruit from this tree. Eve had tricked Adam to say, here, try a little weed. It won't be, she don't know your family was dealing with alcoholism. She don't know your family was dealing with substance abuse. Here, try a little weed. You try that little weed. Next thing you know, you hung up on coke, dope, and everything else, fentanyl, or you name it. Hello? So a lot of men try drugs because of women. You guys trick and manipulate them to, I remember episode, I forget what episode it was. I think it was back in season 4. T. Marie, just T. Marie. I said, a woman rolling weed, a woman smoke weed, that's not particularly my thing. And she said, I don't know why. It's like there should be, it's a euphoria. She started using these words like euphoria and saying when a woman is rolling his weed and licking it, and it's symbolic to other things. I said, look, Satan, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. She's trying to trick the men that's listening. I'm telling you, we've been hoodwinked, we've been bamboozled. They have finessed us out of our position of power. Listen.
Do you know what seduction is, Broadway?
Yes, and you guys are the architect of it. Her name is
Luna.
No.
Luna. Seduction is
Luna.
Literally, you already want it.
Seduction is Luna.
I mean, that's true. I'm not gonna deny that. I will definitely seduce because it's already something you want. You want it already. Why am I gonna stop you from getting something that you want? You want it.
I'm happy you bring that up because you know what we know that you want? You fucking guessed it. Our money. Hello. So we will seduce. So we will reverse, seduce, and scheme. We will reverse the outcome to lead in our favor.
But men also seduce. So it's a two-way street, Broadway.
We get it from you. Since I got a name from a woman and I gain from a woman and what Pac said? We do it for you guys. We learned the game from you guys. I learned how to solve a Rubik's Cube from who? You, the game.
The only person according to your Bible, the only person that got here by God was Adam. Everybody else came by way of woman. So you mean to tell me after he got deceived by the Decepticon, he still decided to produce more?
The woman? Yeah. You know why? You know why?
You gonna tell me why? I'm here for this.
You know why? Because we had cows.
I'm here for this.
We had cows. We had cows, goats, and sheep. Right? I'm the shepherd. Right? I'm the shepherd. You supposed to follow me. I'm the shepherd. You the sheep. Luna, you the sheep. You're supposed to follow us.
I mean, okay. I mean, I'm just listening to your perspective because I mean, at the point in which God created man on the 6th day, according to that Bible, and on the 7th day he rests, and then he got up and was like, oh, wait a minute, I forgot something. Let me go ahead and throw a little woman in there because he can't do this shit by himself.
Let me tell you the amazing thing about God. He created you guys as a helpmate to us. But you guys stop helping and start needing shit.
Wait. So you
know how y'all stop needing stuff because y'all start claiming INDEP.
So wait, So let's wake this back up. So you say Jonathan Major said women get married for help, and you just said God created us for help. So what's the problem?
The problem is y'all tricked us out of our position to believe in what y'all narrative is. Marriage is not for men. It's for women because y'all need help.
Hello.
This thing working? Hello? Listen, let me tell you something. DWR Music. You ever played the game called Uno?
Sure did.
You ever heard of a brand called what's the brothers? Not
Milton Bradley?
Milton Bradley. Right. Milton Bradley. Right? You know what they don't tell us about Milton Bradley? And y'all go look it up and research it. This is the unofficial truth. Right?
This all one person?
No. A woman came up with with how to play the game.
Hello.
You guys, listen, I was sitting down and I said, babe, we was having game night, right? And me and my lady, we was playing Uno.
Just y'all two? Two of y'all?
Yeah, we was playing Uno, just her and I, right? And I said, well, I want to if I drop the reverse, right? Then it comes back to me. I drop a double reverse, it comes back to me. She said, yeah. I said, all right, cool. I said, now how does this work with the stacking thing, right? So she said, the way it works is you can stack colors, not just numbers. So she's dropping colors and numbers, and next thing I know, she's saying Uno out. And It was the most fascinating thing ever to me. So I had to do my research, and I went and figured out that Milton Bradley, who created Uno, did so because their wives was in the background giving them and they had an idea for a thing, and a woman manipulated them to come up with a new set of rules. The point of what I'm saying is you guys always come up with the rules. Y'all
and they ain't giving him no money. Why didn't Milton Bradley call it Milton Bradley and Mrs.?
You know why?
Like that's so they benefited off of the manipulation, made billions.
No, and wait that part up. You guys have manipulated us to make us think that we are benefiting from you. No, you benefit from us.
Do you know how many people still playing Uno?
And Luna, I'm tired of having this conversation with you.
Okay.
Collectors.
I'm done.
Collectors.
Listen, my dog is out the gate, and I'm not going to get him. I am not going to get him. You in these streets right now, Wayne. You like, oh, man. Bravo.
Oh, my God. Listen, they tricking us, King. They tricking us. Yo, collectors, real talk. Collectors, what's the longest relationship you've been in?
The faithful one?
Faithful one.
Oh, shit.
No, non-faithful one.
Wait.
All right, cool, right? Cool.
You know what I mean? If we could go, you know what I mean? You gonna really count it?
And the reason why that is because your dick stopped getting hard for the same woman, right? Like, your dick stopped getting hard for the same woman, right? This is why what we...
No.
Hold on, wait, hold on. The reason why is because what we've done is bought into now. All right, now she could wear a blonde wig, she could wear a brunette, she could be redheaded, and we eat that up, right? She can change up her look, right? We eat all that up, right? Because your dick instinctively stops getting hard for the same woman. But if 4 different women wait, you see, I want to have a real conversation with you guys, but I don't want y'all to cancel us. So I'm going to use subtext. If you smart, you catch it, you get it, right? Y'all not going to Cam and Mace me, right? But you ever been on? All right, so let's do it like this so we can understand the context of what Broadway is, the canvas that Broadway is painting on. Have you ever rode a train before? Hello? Has anybody ever rode the A train? I'm just asking a question. Read between the lines. So if you ever rode an A train, right? The more people that gets on that A train, you become more excited about the people that's getting on the train, right? But if you had to only ride that one train with one person on it, you might get bored and fall asleep on it, right? So when multiple people are being injected into the situation, it arouses, or excuse me, hello? I digress.
City boy, you thinking right now? Did the city boy come back out the grave? I think somebody dug the city boy out of... You are out the gate. I'm not going to get you, King. We need these queens. They help the fuck out, and they holding it down. You don't need these bad bitches. You don't need these fucking hoochie mamas and all the rest of that shit. But, yeah, we need the queens, God. They be helping out, man. That's the backbone, man. I can't play with that for real, man. I can't play with that without the gate. But if they ain't helping, for the ones who are not, they're exactly what you're building on, though. And it's a lot going on out here with that because we are, as men, what you're building on, under the joke is very much distracted and controlled sexually.
Right.
Which you dropped a good build on that because you said we quick to give our money up. And a lot of dudes is. I seen a post today that was cracking on dudes saying dudes are trap all their life to get all the way to the top of the world to give it to a woman who ain't worth shit.
Hello.
And that makes absolutely no sense, but it's a fact.
It's a fact.
You know,
it's a fact.
You know what I mean? I ain't gonna hold you.
They say wars have been started because of women. You ever saw this movie called Napoleon? That complex comes from not him feeling like he's not enough for men, him not feeling like he gets overlooked literally and figuratively by women. The Napoleon complex don't only exist in height. The Napoleon complex often results in light-skinned men because women tend to go for brown-skinned brothers, right? So light-skinned men, when they say, oh, you acting light-skinned, it's because They feel as though they have to do more to raise up to the be raised to the standard of what everybody else is doing, because traditionally the light-skinned person became light-skinned because of what you call that, biracial, that whole spiel, right? So he was the house nigga. So the house nigga was looked at as less than because he felt as though he was more privileged. Right? So because he was the house individual ended up having gets the Napoleon complex. The Napoleon complex isn't only in individuals that's short or tall in stature. You could be a tall, light-skinned dude and still have the Napoleon complex because you get overlooked and start doing light-skinned things. It's up. It's up. I got smoke. Hello? Allison, DWI, you there? Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Allie?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just letting you like a dog chasing the car. You don't know what you do if you catch it right now, because I don't know what angle you trying to get put out the house tonight. You like trying to is he trying to get expelled from school?
Go
ahead.
My point is, why do women give their hearts to men that need homes?
Okay, first of all, women give their hearts to everybody. First of all, they be giving it to their dumbass friends that don't really like them, but they still be their old kiki and hanging out with them, knowing they don't get along. Women just do women shit. Like, take the man out the equation, and you still gonna have women arguing with each other. So let's not act like it's a man's problem. With some of these women. However, what I will say though is that the manipulation and the caring, and they're gonna allow this man to live at the crib rent free and all that is wild to me. But if they don't see the value in the devalue in that by letting that happen, then they deserve everything they get. Like, I ain't mad at it.
It's a lot of bad work going on out here.
Because if you made all this money and you got all these degrees, and you let some low hanging fruit hood booger Tyrone from the 4th floor like just sleep on your couch and play Xbox or PlayStation and eat up your food, and you need somebody else to tell you that is not right, then you deserve everything you're gonna get. And I love that for you. Have at it. What's up, Dan?
You see that's hey, you see what I'm saying? But look at this. I'm gonna show you the manipulation in real time. Check this out.
You in an exclusive relationship with him?
Yes.
So that's your exclusive relationship. This is your play?
I wouldn't say play.
What would you say?
I think both of them are my exclusive relationships.
Hello.
You know, exclusive actually means typically singular or only.
I'm singular with him, and then I'm singular with him.
Facts.
Who's that, Luna talking?
With him and him.
No, what they got to do with my business?
Well, let me ask you something. What do you want in light of this information?
Honestly, he can have her.
You see what I'm saying? Let's wake that up. Hold on one second. Hold on.
He's a quitter. He quit.
Facts, DWI. He's a quitter.
What ends up happening is we get that from women. It's been happening since the beginning of time. She said, I'm in an exclusive relationship with him and him. The reason why that is because she wants her cake and eat it too. Men, we don't even eat cake. That whole phrase comes from a woman.
I eat cake. You speak for yourself. I'm going to eat my cake.
No, you eat ass. You don't eat cake. Hello?
I eat cake. I mean, that's what you going to call it.
Listen, you eat salad, you eat groceries, you don't eat cake.
Give me an Entenmann's in the box. Chocolate on chocolate.
I bet chocolate on chocolate. You can't make this shit up. Oh my God.
Nah, but bro, what's the problem? All right, so this is what I'm trying. Are you in like the last part of the show where you trying to wrap it up, or can I say something?
No, you can go.
Understand something.
We are in the thick of it. Pause.
We're in the thick of it. Pause. Yeah, right. So what I'm trying to figure out is, why do people let society, and we got a short range of life to live, right? if you want to seek happiness, and it, like how she said it, if she is singular with two people and that's how she mapping, let that happen. Like it be mad stuff be happening. Like people be okay with being a side person or cheating on somebody, and because they know about what's happening, then it's cool. But it's like, oh, you cheated on me because I didn't know. Nah, you still did what you wanted to do. Like people should allow people to do exactly what they want to do, and the world would be a better place because then you will find the person that you actually want to do it with, and you would enjoy that. I don't have no joy out of saying, "Oh, you my girl," and then now I'm gonna go slide off with this. There's no fun in that. I have fun in saying that I want to do whatever I want to do with you, and you're not my girl. And if I want to go do whatever I want to do over her, I can speak about it or I can not speak about it. And either way, it's cool because neither of the two of us came up with an agreement on what we should do. Or like she just said, yo, I'm exclusive with both of them. And let's have at that. Like, but why are we trying to like claim somebody's like availability? Like, nah, you gotta be able to, if you want to be married to, then be married to. But if not, if you want to be outside, be outside.
Oh my
That's
God.
it. That's it.
That's
No,
it.
because bro, I thought about it today. I was like, yo, you know what? Like, I'm in a nice stress-free place right now. I don't ever want to be stressed. Don't nobody come with me with no stress. The way I am right now is the way I want to stay. All right, the way you found me is the way you want to leave
But
me.
D, real
What?
quick, King.
There's no buts.
No, there's no buts. The reason why you're peaceful and stressless is because you don't have a hello. It's because you don't have a woman, right?
No, it's because I don't allow myself to be manipulated by women. That's
right.
why.
But my point inside saying this is 6 and 1/2 dozen same thing, right? You don't allow yourself to be stressed out by one, right? And more importantly, what you need isn't a woman, right? You need someone that as a collective they add value.
Nah, she has to be a woman. Nah, she has to. I don't know what the hell you trying to imply.
No, not like that. What I'm saying is women be saying their bodies, their clock is ticking, not yours. So
hello, I have my kid already.
So but you don't have a clock, right? So they've manipulated you and us to think that you stand with them, but your life is peaceful without it.
Nah, because you still got women.
Luna, somehow you crept back in, and I want to hear what you got to say because you figured out a way to get back in here. So go for it, Queen.
I was cute on mute. You know what I'm saying? I absolutely, you know what I'm saying? I absolutely 1000% agree with D. It's just that at the end of the day, there's still women in your life. It's just that these women contribute to allowing you to be in a state of peace because there's not certain responsibilities and expectations that you've laid out for one another because you're not in a committed relationship on that level. But once somebody decides, once two people decide to commit into a relationship with one another, then you're going to automatically have responsibilities.
That's when the clock starts ticking, Luna. That's when the clock starts ticking down.
Like that's like at the moment in which you be like, I want to be with this person, you got to set those standards. You got to set that expectation. You got to set those responsibilities, and you honor your word. That's the thing. It's not like if I got into a relationship with a man who came to me and said, yo, I want to be with you, but I want to be in a poly relationship. Like, I don't want to just be with you. I want to be with other women. It is up to me to decide whether or not I want to enter into a relationship like that. If I do, cool, we can go forth. If I don't, then I'm not going to enter into it with that man. But you have to be that real and that transparent to know, hey, this is what I want right now. This is what I'm looking. Now, it may change, and that's when we have to come back to the drawing board. But as of right now, this is what I want. There's plenty of people that is going to sign up for that for you. But the problem is you getting with somebody who be like, nah, I just want to be in a monogamous relationship. And instead of you being like, all right, this ain't for me, you decide to pursue the monogamous relationship knowing it's not going to work.
You finished.
Just like Jada did with Jada.
Here we go.
Jada, listen, Jada said, I don't want to be married.
Somebody mute her mic. Somebody mute.
No, let the queen speak. Let her speak. Go ahead. Go ahead, Luna. Go ahead. Why you bring them up? But go ahead.
Hey, Luna. I like that for you.
Facts. And I love it. I love the fact that somebody can like that for me because it's going to work for me in that particular space with those other people.
You take your little 2 cents and go shop at whatever store gets you what you need. I want to have a conversation. Welcome, Shanae. I have a conversation and things I want to talk about because this conversation is going nowhere fast. Y'all not yielding to my point, and I'm moving on because I don't like the energy that's coming to us, brought to you in part by the person that's underneath Allison. Hello? Relax, relate, release. Unique New York. So I was having a conversation with an individual friend of mine, right? And something came and he wanted my counsel and advice on. And I said, what's the word, big bro? You know? And it's always interesting, and I pay huge respect to this individual, so this is no slight or shade. I want to get it from you guys, though, right? And see how we can add value to this, because somewhere in my very, very distant past, I've had and encountered a similar situation with a female friend of mine, right? So I was like, wow, I think this would be interesting to talk about because, simply put, I think men and women occupy the same thing, just from different sides. So here's the scenario. You're dating somebody. You get in a relationship with them, but they have kids from a previous situation. And just for the purpose of making it all make sense, they have one child. Men, you're dating a woman that has a son, right? The father is in his life. Cool. Ladies, you're dating a man that has a daughter, but the father is in her life, right? Excuse me. Ladies, you're dating a man that has a son, but yes, the mother is in her life. Excuse me. Don't want to confuse you. Inside of that scenario, the young lady that my bro is dating was okay with him taking her son to go get a haircut, right? Mind you, the context is the kid is about 7 to 8. My question to you guys is, if you're dealing with somebody that has a kid, is it okay for them to take that kid to the hair salon or go get a haircut if the mother or father is still in their life? Is it okay for them to go do those type of things, which would easily be identified as intimate moments where you're taking your son to the barbershop and getting him familiar with barbershop talk and etiquette and just bonding and those type of things, right? It's not just a haircut, right? It's not just a hair salon, right? And when I say the context is barbershop talk or hair salon rhetoric or conversations, however you identify it, ladies, it doesn't mean it has to be to the furthest extent ratchet, raunchy, or disrespectful, because in the barbershops that I entertain and that I go to, I know that the men operate with a certain decorum when children are in there, right? Because, again, we still got to be responsible as men, right? So the simple question is it okay for your significant other who's not the father or mother of your child to take your child to go get a haircut or a hair salon if the mother or father is currently in their life? Tap in with us. Tap in. I'm going to go to let's go to collectors first. Collectors, tap in.
Nah, I wouldn't appreciate it. But the way I would avoid it is, first of all, I would be always on deck for my son or my daughter. So that'll avoid that anyway. So if you've been on deck from day one, I feel like the mother or the father is going to respect you as the other parent to be like, nah, you ain't got to worry about that because her mom or her dad is going to take them to do that. And they're going to respect that that's the relationship you have with your child to not, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because me, the first thing I'm going to feel like if I'm in a relationship with a female and if this child's father is around, the mother is a girl or a boy, and he's actually taking a child to be getting a haircut when I met you and all that, he should continue. I don't even feel cool doing that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like you should feel cool doing that. You know, so I feel like if you put yourself on deck, then the person you have that child with should definitely respect, like you said, those intimate moments. And they shouldn't even open that window to the person they with. Now, if it's an emergency, might be out of town, something like that, that's different. But otherwise, that's how I feel about it. In fact, now, Cypher.
Point made, point received. Where Luna? Luna disappeared. Shanae, talk to me, Queen. How you feel?
I mean, I don't see an issue with it. I think you should trust the judgment of the person you had a kid by. You was once in a relationship, but I mean, it depends on how serious the relationship is. If it's like a dating phase, then no, I probably wouldn't want that because you're still trying to get to know that person yourself, right? So that's different. But if this is like a fiance, a wife, like someone you're already locked in with, I just would kind of look at that like a bonus parent. And I actually would expect for me to have a relationship with his kids and vice versa. I would expect for my daughter to have a relationship with her father's new wife, if that's the wife, not just a girlfriend or just dating. So, yeah, I don't see an issue with it. I just look at it like a bonus parent and them building a new relationship. And I will also trust the judgment of her father. I mean, he once upon a time chose me, and so, I mean, I trust his judgment. He's not going to have my child around anyone, right? He's not going to bring them around unless it's someone serious like his wife. So that's kind of my perspective on it.
Heard you. D, what's your thoughts on it, King?
So I'm 500 miles away. If my son had graduation tomorrow and I'm not there, and his mom didn't go get off work in time, and she has a solid dude that's with her, and it's a one-off type of thing, I wouldn't be mad at it. Now, if I was right up the block and she allowed it to happen, and the two of them was in cahoots, my son and the new dude, then I'd be like, all right, it's over, it's clipped, I'm not coming back. Nah, but nah, it's situational, but nah, I wouldn't be cool with it. If I'm in, like Collector said, if I'm in the picture, if I'm doing my part, and then you just go around me and send him with your new dude because you trying to make him feel good, then nah. But luckily, in the 12 years, I didn't have to deal with none of that, so I'm out the woods with that. My son's too grown for that now, so we made it through, fellas.
That's cap. That's cap. That's cap. Stop. That's cap.
I'm calling cap on all of it. Y'all in these responses that's uber, super, mature. Nobody got time for any maturity tonight. Nobody got time for any what's the right thing to do. I saw an old lady crossing the street, so I was running late for work, and I felt like it was my civic duty to help her across the street. I was on a date with a woman, and I was being a super gentleman, and there was a pool of water, and I threw my cashmere jacket that I was trying to impress her, that I saved all of my money for, put it over the puddle so she can step and walk over it. Only thing I hear is Charlie Brown, womp, 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 womp. As you guys are speaking, my body is innately developing Arthur's fist. I call cap. You're not going to be okay with your kid going to have another man take your kid to go get a haircut. Why? I'm happy you guys asked. Because, frankly speaking, let the mother go and give him a haircut. Let let the father go get his daughter's hair done. Why do another woman or man has to take your kid to go to the hair salon or to the barber? Y'all playing with me tonight, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna get y'all all the way correct tonight. Okay?
I just gave you a whole scenario.
I don't care about your scenario, D. I'm telling you this. So this is what it is. When you're in a situation and you're miles away, then let her go get baby boy haircut, because
she
now
can't do it because her job kept her for like 48 hours. Like she can't.
Send the baby to the school or picture day nappy. Hello. Forget all the politically correct stuff. Listen. Then she should be learning how to, from the moment that this relationship, God forbid, didn't work out, she should be taking barber school classes. He should be learning how to do it.
You can't ask women to do more than they're already doing, bro.
No, they don't be doing nothing as it is. Wake that up.
I told y'all he has to get tonight.
Wake that up. They don't be doing nothing as it is. They tricked us to believe that they be doing more than what they actually be doing. They don't be, what they do? They clean the house? I could do that. What they do? What they do? What they do? Shanae, what you do? Shantae, what you do? Allison don't do shit. You know that. Hello.
Well,
I'll wait. I'll wait.
my answer wasn't hypothetical. It was actually a real life situation, but okay.
None of you guys do anything. You guys like to believe that you do more than what you actually do. Right? So if it's as simple as if it was a simple thing or easy thing, anybody would do it. Right? Anybody would do it. Why are you letting another man take your kid, your child, yet the person that's going to carry on your legacy to go get a haircut? Why are you doing that? I'm confused. I need answers. Shanae, Shantae, I show you pop off your mic, Queen, and I'm coming to you next, Dan Adams. I see you, King. Oh, your mic is nervous, Queen. Your mic is nervous. Dan Adams, come in, talk to me.
Yeah. All right. Let me get someone to say shout out.
Let me ask the question again for the new viewership and listeners. Are you letting the opposite sex, you're dating a man, you're dating a woman, are you letting them, if the relationship didn't work out between you and your significant other, God forbid, are you letting them take your child to go get their hair cut or hair done at the salon?
Quick question. Point of clarification. When you first introduced this topic, you phrased it in a way to where it was about the culture of the salon and the culture of the barbershop. My question is, who introduced the son or the daughter to that culture? The biological or the new dude?
No.
Because I have a follow-up.
No.
Who introduced who to the culture?
I got you. So when the relationship was working, and that's not how I introduced it. What I said was the relationship was working. The mother or father was taking their kid to go get the haircut, or even when the relationship didn't work, right? The mother or father was taking the kid to go get their hair cut or done at the salon. The relationship stops working, right? Are you letting the new person, are you okay with the new person now picking up the hair? Because you see, my thing is and this is where I call cap, because women identify their hair to be so much and so much value on it. Why does it become devalued when it's a boy getting a haircut? But go ahead, Dan Adams, go off.
No. I think it's being over analyzed and over. There's too much salt in the food. Meaning, when you first introduced this, you phrased it in a way you made a note about the culture of the salon and of the barbershop, the etiquette. My question is, who introduced that daughter or that son?
The mother or
Now,
father.
if the relationship, one second. Now, if the relationship ended, but when the relationship was going, the biological introduced, then that son and that daughter already knows about the culture and the etiquette of the salon. So the new dude is just picking up. He's not showing that kid anything new that he didn't already see. So that point of emphasis is important. Those details are important. That's why I want to highlight. Because if the new dude is just, now he's acting in a way to where, oh, I'm taking him, I'm dropping him off, or I'm in the same seat as him in the barbershop, but he's already been here before.
Well, what I'm saying is this, Dan Adams, right? What I'm saying is this, right? What happens in a situation where, all right, cool, the mother, let's say the mother, the father introduced the child to go get in a haircut, to go to the barbershop, right? He's taking him, right? That's their time, right? Together.
Right.
Now, for whatever reason, we know how it goes. God, unfortunately, sometimes relationships don't work out, and now the father don't want to have any dealings with the kid. So now the mother is stuck there to say, well, the new dude probably don't want to take the kid to go get the haircut. So now the mother is upset with the new dude because he don't want to carry on a tradition that the father introduced because the father is no longer in the life.
In the life of the son.
Of the son.
So now it's up to that man to fill in. If he's not in the life,
what happens when he don't
I'm
want
sure
to?
I'm sure the barbershop is down on the list, of the priority list, about filling in. Do you see my larger point here? If we zoom out on a macro level and look at the relationship, if that son is missing a father, like, dog, there's more important things to talk about the barbershop time. If that son, if that biological father is no longer in that son's life, we got more important issues than the haircut that the new dude is going to be filling in. Or not asked to fill in, I ain't friends on like that, but there's bigger missing pieces of the pie than the haircut. If that's a scenario you're painting. That's why I wanted to be clear about the picture that you're painting, the scenario that you're painting, because these details matter. And decision-making, in the decision-making process. It's just not all cut and dry and simple. That's why I wanted to go back and really ask you about, because you brought up the barbershop culture and the salon etiquette, which is what I get. That's a totally valid point. And I wanted to home in on that more so than the relationship between the father and the son. Because, or the father and the mother, if they're broken up or not, right? That's secondary. That time between that father and that son, yeah, that's paramount.
Got you. I think Courtesy wanted to tap in with you. Tap in with us, King.
Nah, I was going to just say I just find it disrespectful. That's just all it is to me.
Hello?
Like, it's just overall disrespectful.
I agree.
Like, it's nothing else to it. But I think you wanted Shantae to speak before I go on a whole monologue.
I don't know. Is her mic available?
Nah,
there you go. You good. Shantae, you good now, Queen. Go for it.
You can still hear me, or is I'm still nervous?
We can hear you. It sounds a little weird, but we can hear you. Go for it.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I don't really got much to say on the issue, aside from the fact that me as a female and I do have a son, and I've experienced, being a single mother, not by choice, but nevertheless, I do that for my son. Like, I've never put that on nobody else to take care of any of the needs of my kids. Like, stuff like that, like, I feel like that's my son's personal space, no matter how dope their bond might be, because definitely I've dealt with people who treated my child just like their own, but I still feel like that's something between me and my kids. So, no, I wouldn't do that. I'm not looking for someone I'm dating to take on the responsibility to pick up wherever,
their father blacks, whether it's by choice or not. So that's why I'm landing.
I need everybody that's listening to us on YouTube, hit that like button, hit that like button. You listening to us or you participating in a conversation on Clubhouse, scroll to the top, hit that link and hit that like button, show your social currency. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. Go off, King.
Yeah, like I said, I find it disrespectful. I've been on both ends of the situation, and I don't like neither side, to be honest. The side of being the new guy, that was sprung upon me when she brought her kid to my house, and then me having a child and knowing that feeling, I find it to be disrespectful because it's not like the father's not available. Because due to the example Broadway said, he said that the father or the mother is in the kid's life, so there's a possibility that that father or mother has a chance to take that child to the hair salon or barbershop at any time. So to have the next person you're talking to take that time away is kind of messed up or disrespectful.
Wake
I feel like
that up.
but I'm gonna land my mic right there.
I have a question, if that's okay.
Oh, it's not Luna, right? All right, go for it, Shanae. And you're teetering because I don't know where you're going
Hmm.
with. No, I'm just messing with you. Go for it, Queen.
No, so for the people with the opposing opinion, right? Like, do you guys think there's a difference between someone the person is dating and talking to versus marriage? Like, would you still have that same perspective if they're married?
You want to go for it first, Curtis?
Yeah,
Yep, I
same
would.
perspective. To
I
be
have the same
honest,
perspective.
I'm coming to you right next. Collectors, go for it, Curtis.
I feel the same way. To be honest, I'm actually a person of the principle that the father should take the child at that point. To be honest, for me, that's his legacy. He should start the continuing family from there. But in a situation like that, I still feel the same way. I don't feel like my opinion changed on that. Like I said, that's still the time for that active parent to be with. You know what I mean? You don't want to take that away just because they're married. I don't feel like that makes a big of a difference.
Go for it, collectors. His phone, he probably got a call or something. I'll bring him back up in a second. Dating versus marriage. I think whatever the tradition is that the mother or father has introduced their child to, if the mother or father, God willing, is in the life, that should be their tradition. I don't care if that's your husband. I don't care if that's somebody you're dating. If the mother or father has introduced their kid to going fishing, the mother or the father should keep taking his kid fishing. It shouldn't be because now you're married, somebody else is taking my child fishing or your child fishing. Excuse me, right? It shouldn't.
Okay, so
It shouldn't be.
oh,
It shouldn't be because I introduce you my kid to the barbershop. Your kid to the barbershop. So let him take him. If the father wants to keep taking him, then the mother shouldn't step on his toes and let the new person take because I feel like that's spiteful. But go ahead, Shanae.
no, I get what you guys are saying as far as like the tradition and like the routine, right? So is that the reason why? Is because that's something that they do together, or would you? Could it be something new that he introduced them to? Would you be okay, or is it just the part that they're spending time,
So
or is it just that they're doing something that you guys would traditionally do together?
So here's the thing to that, right? I got you two collectors. So I'm gonna add on to the previous point, then I'm gonna answer that question. The first thing is if I don't there's messaging attached to certain things. And when you're raising a kid, I think a kid instinctively, when certain things are done a certain way by way of your parents, and then your mom or father introduces something else to you, kids like repetition. They like structure. Children like repetitive things, right? Kids don't like new stuff. So when you introduce new things to kids, it throws them off, right? If you've been living in one house, if you've been living in the P's all your life, And that's all a kid seen, and they ain't see, don't know nothing about a house, or they never been to a house. They don't want to live in a house. They're gonna be upset because they're moving away from their friends. They got to go to another school. As a kid, when I had to graduate elementary school, I didn't want to go to junior high school. All my friends was over here. I want to stay where I'm at. You get what I'm saying? So I think children don't like new things, right? Creatures of habit. To the other point of them introducing something new to the gambit of what's now become, I think it should always be, those privileges should always be given to the parent first. If you're a mother and you have a daughter, and if you're a lady and you're dating somebody and you're dating a man and he has a daughter, that man should go to the mother first and say, hey, I had a conversation with my new dude, or our kid, I had a conversation with our kid, and our kid wants to do X, Y, Z. Give him the privilege first, the privilege first to do the new thing. Now, if the new thing, the biological keeps resisting against it, then you're left to do what you want to do because you gave them the opportunity first. But my plight becomes when you're not involving the biological and you just saying, hey, want to take the kid to church. Okay, cool. Take the kid to church. No, I have a problem with that because I didn't know my kid wanted to go to church. I didn't know my kid wanted to do bungee jumping. Maybe I want to do whatever my kid wants to do with me. I don't want nobody else doing it with my kid first. Give me that opportunity first is what I'm saying. Did I answer your question, Shanae?
Yeah, but I think a better question would be, is there anything acceptable that the new wife or husband can do with your child? Or is it just they shouldn't have a relationship with them, like, at all?
I'm not
like,
saying
is there anything?
Yes, you guys can do things, but the biological father or mother gets the rite of passage first. Hello? They should always be first in line to do the thing that the kid wants to do. You shouldn't supersede whatever. All right, cool. You the new person you're dating might be a pianist, right? But maybe the new dude is the best person to teach your kid the piano, right? But maybe I want to take my kid to go get lessons not from the new dude. So no, everything is off the table. I believe everything is off the table. It should be whatever the biological parent wants to do with the child, he should have, or whatever the child wants to do, the biological parent, mother or father, should be able to do that thing first without the person, the other parent, invoking what they want to happen to that child or who they want to teach their child the thing, if that makes any sense. You picking up what I'm putting down?
I get what you're saying. So give me, what would it look like a relationship between a new wife and new husband and the child? What would that relationship look like?
Great question, right? So now if the mother wants to take a cruise, right? Or the father wants to take the kid and mother on a cruise, go on a cruise, right? Do things together as a collective, opposed just having that singular parent, the new parent, do things with the kid, right? So let's just use keeping on with
Teach how to drive.
Right, teaching how to drive, right? Great example. If the mother wants to do and teach the kid how to drive together with the new husband, then have at it. But just the husband taking that child to go do the thing, I would be against that, personally. I wouldn't think that's cool. Now, if you gave the biological countless efforts, say, hey, you want to go drive it. The kid want to go drive it. The kid want to go drive it. And the biological keeps saying, nah, I don't want to do this, or I'm getting caught up at work and I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Now, if you go do the thing if you say, all right, my new husband, let the husband go do the thing, the father shouldn't be able to get upset about that. He shouldn't, and even if he does, he don't have the right to get upset about it because the mother or father gave them the opportunity several different times, not once, twice, or three, right? It should be several different times. And that's,
okay, so
that's my piece on it. What you say, Queen?
I was gonna say, so do you guys feel like in order for a new relationship to be formed with that child, with the new wife and husband, that there must be a lack in the biological father or mother? Because even if the biological father or mother have a, let's just say hypothetical, like perfect straight arrow relationship, there's no lack at all, right? Like, is that a reason for the new relationship to not be formed with the new wife and new husband?
I have an
Like,
answer. I have an answer to that, but I'm gonna let the collectors go first. Go for it, King.
All right, we getting way to the left, and I ain't saying that we off on a wrong path, but to answer originally what you said that the mother or the father was doing this prior to the new person coming into the picture.
Correct.
Right, Wait? You have children.
Correct.
I have a child. That other brother that broke, he has a child, right?
Yes.
And I think this is where the problem comes in, where we start to differ the difference between men and women. Because women are okay with it. But the three men that speak right now, this mic, that have children, we all had a nasty tone about it. If I was doing something prior and you decide to and you decide to change, especially from prior with my child, first of all, when you get married, or if I get married, that does not make that my child's parent. That makes that my wife, and that makes that your husband.
Wake that up.
That does not make that child's parent. Even if the parent's not in that life, it still doesn't make it that. Now, I feel like if the biological was doing something prior, and you took it upon yourself to inject this other party, and it was not an emergency, and it was not, you know what I'm saying, clarified with the biological, full-blown violation. And I believe that coming from men, right? Yeah, it stays. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things, like, you know what I mean? Because if you ask these ladies, I got a daughter. Her mother could fucking do hair. So if every time it was time for her to get her hair done, I just mysteriously just started getting her hair done, and she's like, "Oh, you got her hair done? Well, who did her hair?" You know what I'm saying? It's not that she might have a problem with. You can't do that. If it was getting done like that, that's very something different, because I'm a man. And if my daughter's mother or my son's mother decide they're gonna interject a dude, I'm gonna tell you who had the first problem. His bitch ass.
Talk about it.
Because I would never let a female lead that direction.
Talk about it.
Because I got babies, and I know how I feel about my babies. Hey! So when my son got a fade, he would have got a fade that day too. Hey! Period. If you were doing your responsibility prior, and that relationship and that quality time was being spent prior, it's no need to even put that as a party in there. And if that party decides that he wants to or she wants to, that's some weird shit.
Weird.
Because why are you trying to play my child's parents? You're supposed to be my significant other first and foremost. What are you here for?
Wake that up. Courtesy, go for it, King. I saw your mic open.
Yeah, I was going to say and add to that I be hearing sometimes in these type of situations that, someone be like, and Shanae, she actually said it, like, it's like he has two parents, like, and it's like, I don't know why that's so normalized. Like, I don't know why. If it's not stepdaddy normalized, it's like just having multiple parents is normalized.
Yeah, I think that's weird. But I do like what the collector said about if you listen to the tone of the women when they tap in and the men when they tap in, But again, I was hoping my little rant earlier, but it kind of makes sense to the point of there's certain things that women are okay with versus men are okay with, for the reason of we look at it like, yo, this is my namesake. You know what I mean? This is the person that's going to continue our legacy. You know what I mean? So there's a different personal attachment to it opposed that of a woman. Because even if you got a daughter, right, she has your name, right? Or even if she don't have your name, right, she's still your child. You raised her. You get what I mean? So I think there's a difference in tonality when the women tap in versus to when the men tap in. But a lot of amazing and poignant points because I understand it from all angles.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I didn't say two parents. I said a bonus parents. You never been to like a graduation and seen like the mom with her husband, the dad with his wife, and all four adults are just cordial.
So here's
You never
another
seen
thing.
that?
Yes, I have. And here's my piece
Oh,
on that. If I'm the biological father, no, not too much on Broadway. If there's a biological father and he's doing what he's supposed to be doing, right? I understand you got a new husband, right? If the biological father is doing what he's doing, he should get the right to say whether or not he wants that or she wants that new husband or new wife to do certain things together. Hello?
yeah, it definitely.
So if I
I
don't,
definitely agree.
so if he don't want her or she don't want him to the new person's wife to go to the graduation, they should be at liberty to say. So I understand you do things that when the kid is over there, the household, so forth and so on. But if you don't want that kid, if you don't want that new husband or wife to go to graduation, the mother or father should be able to share that information and have it greatly obliged. They should agree with it without tussle. And the new person, understand you're doing things in the household, whatever the case is, mother or father, and there's a connection there. But this is RSVP for you and your significant other or ex-significant other child. If you don't want that person to come to the graduation, then you should be able to say that and not have it met with any contesting, right? Much like
Right,
if there's
I agree.
much like if there's a wedding, right, that's happening, and you got a new significant other, you got a new husband, but he's about to get the biological's about to get married. I'm not cool. I don't think, not too much on me, but I don't think it would be cool for the new person that's getting married to have your ex come to the wedding. I think that's weird.
Yeah, the wedding part is weird. I agree. Like getting the go to the green light from the biological parents when it has anything to do with the child. I agree, but that's why I mentioned like cordial. Like if people are actually cool, like there's no dysfunction. There's no disdain. Like the adults are just cordial. It was actually an invite, or even seeing the two men actually chop it up and actually have a conversation about the expectations and the standards, and vice versa. The two women, I've actually seen that dynamic, like where the parents were actually like, it's not going to be like you're doing something that the other parent don't know of, because they know that's the respectful thing to do, is to get the green light from the biological parents. That's what adults do. They have that conversation.
Well, to piggyback on top of that, right, or how I say dovetail with that, right? I think that we need to start normalizing a relationship between the biological and the new person, right? Wake that up, Broadway. Right? I don't think there's enough normalcy with, all right, cool. God forbid the relationship didn't work out. It is what it is. I'm going to have this new woman or man around our new child. But before doing that, I want to introduce them to the significant, my ex person, right? Because when you do that now, you allow, before the kid even gets involved into the situation, about what I'm about to say, I'm dead ass 100%. I mean this, right? Like there's no sauce on this. But I think that before the child should even be involved into anything, there should be a relationship between the biological and the new person, right? Because what needs to be seen is a relationship between the biological and the old and the old work, if you will, right? The old significant other. Because once the kid sees that, then the kid starts to see, oh wow, my mom knows her and they're actually kind of cool, or they cordial, or my dad knows him and they're cool and they're cordial. Oh, okay, I can get behind, and not just anybody, of course, not just anybody. The person that's your fiance, the person that you're dating with a purpose, so forth and so on, right? But before there could be anything that happens with being introduced to my child, there should be some type of good standing with the biological. Because when you try to bypass the biological and just get straight to the kid, I feel like it's like a puzzle that's a masterpiece, but it's missing pieces. You see it and you like it, but you know it's missing something, right? And then the child, they actually end up seeing it, and then they be a little bit, they have question marks, or they don't want to receive it a certain way because of what I said earlier. Children don't really like new things. So, not too much on that, but you know, if you take anything away from this pod tonight, take that away. But I want to ask the ladies in the room. I'm gonna start with you, Allison. What kind of phone do you have?
iPhone.
You have an iPhone. Shanae, what kind of phone do you have?
iPhone.
Okay, Shantae, what kind of phone you got? Oh, her phone's still nervous. All right, cool. Listeners, answer that question to yourselves. I want to know, and I want to go to Shanae first. Have you seen the ceiling challenge? Hello? Have you seen the ceiling challenge, Shanae? Have you participated in the ceiling challenge?
The what?
The ceiling challenge. It's when you take your phone.
I don't know what that.
It's when you take your phone, you put a piece of tape on it, and you put it on the ceiling, and you have, all right, let me help you see it. Hold on one second. I'm happy you asked. I would certainly show you example of what the ceiling.
The ceiling
ceiling,
like the ceiling?
Like the ceiling, like a wall, floor, ceiling, like a ceiling
Oh,
challenge.
like the top. Oh, no, I haven't seen that.
Okay, let me show you. For the viewers that probably don't know what the ceiling challenge is. Hey, let me turn this music down. But this is the ceiling challenge. Hey, the ceiling challenge. Hey. So what I want to know is, hello? Let's start this thing a little bit from the beginning. The ceiling challenge. She takes the phone, she tapes it to the ceiling, and then she goes wild. She goes wild, right? Now, why is he bringing up the ceiling challenge? Simply put, because I want to know what you guys are spending time doing on your spare time. Are you putting your phone to the ceiling and going off? Hello? Do anybody like that song? Does the song help? No? I'm Allison. Can we see your unreleased video of the ceiling challenge? You can just DM it to us.
No? You gotta pay me first.
Gotta pay you first. All right, so look, listen, I want to open up the mic for final thoughts. Final thoughts. We talked about a lot. We had a healthy conversation as it pertains to a plethora of different things. Let me check something real quick. And hold on one second, guys. Hold on one second. Let's do it like this. So my question to you guys is, why this don't seem to be working tonight? I don't know what's up with this. Yep, go for it. So my question to you is, simply put, do you guys, final thoughts. I want to go to Allison first. Final thoughts, Queen.
Wow. It's been a great season, and we touched a lot of topics we talked about beforehand, and yeah, I got nothing. We did a lot tonight, so thank y'all for coming out. God bless.
D, thank you, Queen. Thank you, Queen. D, final thoughts on you, beloved. All right, D not by his mic. Dan Adams, final thoughts.
Nah, man, great show, great content, great feedback, and Yeah, man, keep it going.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Um, Courtesy of yours truly. Final thoughts.
Good show. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Broadway, the mods, everybody that participated. I like the show today. I'm gonna participate more. I'll be here more.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Shanae, final thoughts, Queen.
Um, Happy holidays. Good night.
I know that's right, girl.
Shantae and Mike is still nervous. I appreciate you joining us tonight. Shantae, collectors, final thoughts on you, King.
Man, it's therapeutic to the user. Live on Broadway, man. Lifestyle. Let's keep it going. Another one in the bag, King. Congrats.
Another one.
The fuck?
That was not the right drop. I appreciate you all. It's been a seesaw of a season, and I apologize. It's unfamiliar to us to previous seasons, season 1 through 5. Y'all know what we've been dealing with and what I've been building on my side. So I appreciate the loyalty, everybody tapping in with us and just joining and being a part of this brand that we're building in real life. Final thoughts on me. Don't take me too serious tonight. I do believe that in life, we need certain things to we definitely need to not be so hard on entertainers. They're simply that entertainers. MC Light, I don't think I really don't think much of it. It's music. Same thing with Sexy Red, like go off sis, do your thing. Shout out to Luna, my little punching bag tonight. She was great sport. Shout out to you, Luna. Live on Broadway podcast. This is our season finale. We will be back in season 7. Season 7 just got a ring to it, Allie. That thing just got a ring to it. And we're gonna be doing some dope and amazing things. And as a way to show our respect, love, and admiration for you guys, we want to do some things at Vanilla Skies. You know what I mean? So we're putting together some things for season 7 so we can invite you guys out, because I feel like there's no better way to say thank you to the viewership other than actually creating something so we could come together, take photos, laugh, kiki. I want to do something in season 7 where I want to personally, fly out one of our giants into New York, tri-state area, New Jersey, the venue, so we could get you guys in here and actually, show some love. And just because you might be in the tri-state area, there's going to be a lot of things going on in 2024 where we're going to, pay some respect and put some respect on your name, because there's nothing more gratifying than a gift with something attached to it other than to thank you and I appreciate you. Shout out to Terica, Lolo, YouTube viewership that be holding us down on that sector of things. Shout out to our clubhouse. Shout out to my guy, Collectors, 2C's on everything. Y'all see what we doing on this side. Y'all know the vibe. Y'all know the energy. This is how we give it up. Make sure you guys tap in. 2cs.shop. Make sure you guys tap in and get in tune. You know what I'm talking about? Support Black business. Support. Because, you're going to be, and God willing, you're going to be, if you choose to, you're going to be in a situation where you need people to support you. If it's your business, if it's your friendships, whatever it is, right? Tonight was amazing. Allison, you are amazing, Queen. Thank you for the topics. Thank you for being here through the ups and the downs, and not so much on the downs, but more so, I love it. I love it here. Thank you appreciate you, King. Thank you, Ali, for actually, pouring into us when it was, when we was, a little bit off the grid, building Vanilla Skies. And thank you for not ever wavering, Queen. That respect and admiration is God sent. Shout out to my guy Nas, my team. You know, shout out to my guy Silverback 168. You know the vibes. Shout out to his missus, your wishes, baby sis. Shout out to a Trace and me, Big Triz. You understand me? Shout out to my guy D, who's instrumental in a lot of things behind the scene, who inspires me day in, day out. Thank you, King. You know, you continue to stand tall and allow me to stand on your shoulders, pause and see things from a perspective I've never seen before. You know, that will not be unpaid. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that countlessly taps in with us and actually, you know, allow us to deliver this content. Don't take us too serious. We here to put salt seasoning on it, as my guy Dan Adams made mention of earlier. We here to have fun, laugh. It don't, because it's Monday don't mean it gotta be dreadful, right? In fact, I believe when we started the pod back in 2017, you know, we started this thing and did it on Monday as a stress relief and way to start the week, right? Have fun, laugh, right? Because Mondays are typically boring and you dread it because of what's happening and what's coming to pass, right? So that's why we do Live on Broadway podcast. YouTube viewership, Allison, big thanks to you. We are at 18,000 subscribers on YouTube. That is big. That's not something to look a gift horse in the mouth. You know, we pay huge respect, and it's my prediction by the end of 2024, we will be at 50K. We will exceed 30K. We will be at 50K by 2024 season finale of season 7. We will be at 30K. 50K, excuse me, 50K. You get what I'm saying? Big energy. I believe in don't speak into existence, live it into existence. You get what I'm saying? Y'all know my vibe. Y'all know my body. Live on Broadway podcast. It's cheaper to be yourself. Y'all know the vibes. Pool.
Clip.
Do you have relationship questions you need answered? Spicy topics? DM us at Live on Broadway Podcast. Have music, products, or an ad you want us to run? Email us at Live on Broadway Podcast. Be sure to tap in. Mondays, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Live on IM_Broadway's Instagram. Clear.